This week, your ears are in good hands. Retro Ralph has his protected under his tournament gloves. And Cale Hernandez's hands are heavily moisturized. And Jamie Burchell's hands, well, they have some sticky fingers. Will our listeners stick around or slide off? Find out on the latest JBS Roundtable.
Hello and welcome to another edition of the Pinball Roundtable with my good friends Cale Hernandez and Retro Ralph. Gentlemen, how are we? Number 8, good, man. I think. This is our 8th episode of the Pinball Roundtable.
You're kidding me.
Well, if you count the live, this would be 9, I think.
Damn. We got to count that, right?
Was the live the first one? Or the first one was from Stern, right?
Well, yeah, I didn't count.
Do we count that one?
Really?
Oh, so we have like 10
totally
now.
Right. Yeah, I guess I have to. Do I have to go back and redo those numbers?
Probably.
Nobody cares.
No.
Does anybody care what? No one cares.
No
what
one cares.
Part, what number you're on, unless it's a big number like 100 or something like that. But no one really
cares.
Gives a rat's. So, welcome back. We got Expo in a couple of weeks. So we thought,
why are your fingers sticky? In the intro,
I don't know.
It says your fingers are sticky. What are you doing over there that your fingers are sticky? It's kind of weird.
I give my content creators that work for me carte blanche. They can do whatever they want. They can say whatever they want.
Well, what do they know that we don't know?
I don't
want to know.
I got arrested for stealing when I was a kid, but that was a long time ago. So
you actually got caught?
Yeah, I got pinched.
Damn.
They
put the squeeze. They squeezed
you, bro. I got pinched. You don't even want to know that story.
Sorry.
That story is so hilarious that one day I will share it because it is a doozy. And one day you're going to share a story with us, Cale. I saw that in the notes. So about a nudist commune in Arizona. So
that's
he already
my
left.
story.
He already left.
My story.
Is that your story?
No, the nudist colony is my story. It's a fast story. It's not really, if you ever want to
I thought he already
but...
left us because he's got a shiny new car, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you know this, but Cale Hernandez has a new toy. Okay.
I wonder if he heard our podcast because we were giving him crap for it a little bit.
Did you hear it?
Serge commented.
No. Man, I've been so busy for the past 3 days. So I didn't get a chance to listen to it. Not yet.
No, it's totally fine. We were giving
you went on the flip side.
Yeah,
I went on the flip side, and I got to say, "See you on the flip side." All the good things. He let me do all the good things. It was really
it was
great.
Good. We had a good time,
and
it was fun.
But we did say, it's hard to hang out with Cale now because he's got a new friend and he's got a new toy and he's been hanging out with Serge.
And we don't know the code as well, so we're like,
We can't hang, we can hang with Serge, but we can't talk to Serge at the same level that he possesses. I mean, that guy is a savant of rules.
He really is.
And,
it's pretty amazing.
If you're not following, let's give him a plug. He doesn't need a plug from us because he's Cale Hernandez, but Pin Pals is my new favorite podcast.
It's phenomenal.
Bar none. Done deal, pal. It's fantastic. I love it. What a great pod.
Thank you.
I learned how to play Star Wars before it even was available, which is pretty awesome.
I tell you what, Serge is absolutely amazing. I was just watching the stream from Sunday from our finals for the big tournament at the Electric Bat, and him and Ray Day commentating and explaining Scared Stiff. Man, there are rules I had no idea. I mean, they do a deep dive live into Scared Stiff rules and Walking Dead. That is a must watch. It is. You can go watch the VOD now on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/electricbatarcade.
I was there most of the day. I had the sound down because it was NFL and Celtic and it was a sports day. It's Sunday. But I did get to listen to the Dream Team, I called them, for a while, and they're fantastic. They did a great job. Go check that out. It's a must watch. All right, we're going to start off with a public service announcement, okay? I'm going to speak my mind for like 3 minutes, and then I'll open the floor to you two if you have any questions for me. But I had to write all this down so I don't screw this up, okay? So bear with me, okay? But I would like to start out the podcast on a little bit of a more serious note because and clear the air, maybe, if you will, on some recent events regarding my previous stomping ground, the Wormhole. Okay, so we're going to talk about that for a minute. Is that all right, boys?
Let's go.
I don't know if you know this, but a few weeks ago, one of the owners of the Wormhole posted a Facebook and Instagram a thank you to the Houston community. It was very lovely, very well written note. Their reasoning behind the post was really a thank you to the community that supported us. Right. Later that day, I'm walking into a business meeting and waiting for a lunch, and I'm in the car, and I get an email from a reporter at chron.com, CHRON.com. It's not even the Chronicle. It's some online newspaper. Okay? And the reporter asked me why the Wormhole had closed. They never mentioned writing a story, never mentioned quoting me. They just asked this one question. And like an idiot that I am, gents. Okay?
I already can tell where this is going.
I answered that question. Okay, I responded that the owners are getting a divorce. I have no idea of the future of the collection or the place. Right? I click send. I go to my lunch. Okay?
Just going about your day, right?
Just going about my day. During lunch, I got an email back from the reporter. Okay, their exact words were, "Can I quote you? How long ago did you stop working with the Wormhole and why?" So I missed this email. Obviously, I'm at a client lunch. Jamie does work. And I got back to my car, and I get a text from a buddy with a chron.com article link titled, and you'll love this one, boys, "A messy divorce could be game over for a Houston pinball arcade."
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Okay? And guess who's the only person quoted in the article?
Jamie
fucking Burchell. Okay?
Yep.
So I emailed the reporter right away, guys, and I'm like, I didn't give you permission to be quoted. What was I, 15 minutes late? I was at a lunch. And this is the response I got. I think you'll love this. "Since I didn't respond in time, and I was talking to a reporter and did not say off the record, and since this information is already public record, ... bullshit, basically tough shit."
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So a few good days go by, and there's not too much blowback from the chron.com. One of the owners was pissed at me, but the people that I'm so close with were okay, and they understood my mistake. And my lovely wife, Janine, I'm going to give Janine a shout out. She gave me some really good advice. She said, whether you like it or not, you are a public figure in this hobby. And if you ever talk to a reporter again, Jamie, know that it's always on the record. So that's some good advice for everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A few hours later, my phone blows up. Massive amount of IMs and texts. Nap's Arcade, our friend Jason Knapp, reposted the article on his very, very popular Facebook page. Again, with that brilliant title that I mentioned before. So now this TMZ story from chron.com, okay, that was locked in a small Houston little bubble, but not now. Now it's blown up, right? So let me set this record straight here. I'm not mad at Jason, right, for reposting this article. I spoke with him in length this morning, and I should have asked him immediately to take it down, because I don't think 2 weeks ago that was a pinball story, nor do I still believe that today. So for the record, Jason took down the post today. And thank you, Jason. I appreciate it. Okay. A few days ago, I did what Cale tells me never to do.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Okay.
He tells me this all the time on the phone, guys. This is what Cale says. Don't read the comments. He told me this. Well, guess what?
He tells us that a lot.
He tells us that a lot. And guess what I did? I went back to the Knapp article and I read the comments. By the way, 139 comments.
Wow.
So
Damn.
not just
So that had some reach then. Yeah.
Not chron.com. Knapp's Arcade.
Yeah.
So at least 75% of these posts, maybe 80. Okay, I didn't do math, but were made by disgruntled divorce dudes calling my friend a money grabber. Okay. And reading these comments, obviously, made a mistake, okay? And I get pissed off all over again, right? But there were a few comments made by some lovely people, and I reached out to them privately to thank them for their support. A few friends that I thought were friends, or people that I thought were friends, had some things to say, and at least I know where I stand with them, okay? But lastly, this has gone on. This conversation has gone on a little too longer than I wanted. So I want to have fun here at the roundtable, but I get asked these two questions a lot. Why don't you talk about the wormhole? And why don't you talk about the falling out you had? And I'm going to just address that real quick, boys. All right.
Okay.
There's kids involved. That's why. All right. There's children. I don't care if they're adult children or not. Okay. Because I've known them since they were little children. Right. And I'm going to be damned if I ever say anything publicly bad about one of their parents, regardless of how I feel. And this will be the last time I even mention the word wormhole again. All right. So, gentlemen, thank you for letting me get this off my chest. I appreciate it. What are your thoughts, Ralph and Cale?
Well, I think, I get that when something is personal to you like that, and it becomes public, sure, there could be that could have been a very different story about just like wormholes closed and it didn't need the other details. But I think because it's so personal and it involved two other people that have nothing to do, like what they're dealing with had nothing to do with pinball. Like I get it. I would be frustrated too. So, sometimes media picks up things and they don't think about like the impact it has on people. And, so sometimes you have to, and I'm not saying, by the way, I'm not saying Jason, like, it sounds like you guys cleared that up. But
I like Jason, Ralph. Okay, I have a very good relationship
I know.
with Jason.
We've talked
we
about
text,
that, yeah.
we IM each other. We talk about bullshit. I like Jason. He's a Jersey boy.
Yeah.
And but I just disagree with him on this, and so he was kind enough to take it down.
But I will say, to bring some comedy to your story, there was a time, and I'm not going to tell the story. I'm not going to tell it because because I don't want it. It's been buried. So I had a situation where I was
buried. Now that you bring it up,
no, but no one's gonna be able to find it. But it was there was something, and it's not something I'm super proud of. But it's not like I did anything bad. It was during a time where remember when the housing market crashed?
Yeah. Oh wait.
Yeah. So I lived in California at that time, and this reporter went to me to ask me about a service that I had used to help me get out of this like underwater house, and so I was just talking to her. But again, she didn't say we're on the record or anything.
Right.
And she goes, well, what do you think you're going to do? This is where I effed up. She goes, what do you think you're going to do, now if you get out of this house and you can free yourself of these shackles and you have more free money? And I joked. And at the time, like the iPad was new. And I was like, I don't know, probably take the kids to Disneyland and get an iPad, right? And so the title, I'll just tell you, I don't give a shit. The title she came up with, the fucking title was From Bachelor Pad to iPad. And it was and I was like, what the fuck? So I reach out to this lady. I'm like, dude, I was like, what is this? And you know what she did? She goes, I'm so sorry. I'm going to make this up to you. And so I get this thing in the mail the next day, and it's a $25 Starbucks gift card. And it says, so sorry, like, just so sorry this caused you so much, like, aggravation.
Yeah.
Won't happen next time. So when you're talking to a reporter, it is smart to say, like, look, what's on the record, what's off the record. And don't say anything you don't want them to put in an article, because more likely than not, they're going to put it in anyway. So, anyway.
Obviously, I wasn't dealing with Woodward or Bernstein, okay? Dealing with some potato head from cron.com that, but God only knows. Anyway, Cale, sorry to spend too much time on that.
No, that's fine. I mean, we just have to realize that we are celebrities in an incredibly niche market.
Very niche.
No, I know. It's hard to say, right? Because I don't consider myself a celebrity, right? I don't consider I have this massive imposter syndrome I joke about. But
wait till you get to Expo. Everyone's going to be stopping you every 2 seconds.
Christ,
hey,
Jamie. We are public figures, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you did a search, she just did a search on me. She sees that I have a podcast. She sees that I have all these things. And she's like, well, let me get this dumbass to say something. And I did. And so there it is.
Yeah.
That's my statement.
But it's different today, because when there were newspapers, it mattered. your headline. There was you had to write it. You had to go to print. Now they can write up an article on their phone and post it. And in 2 seconds. And they need, like Ralph was just talking about, that's a great catchy headline. And Jamie, your story, the headline is great. Local divorce ruins an arcade. that brings clicks, and that's all they're looking for. That's really all they're looking for. So, man, that's just the world we live in.
It is the world we live in, and fair enough to Jason, because he said, he admitted that because I didn't really read it. I just saw it was information on the wormhole, and I thought, it's a popular place that closed down, and I think people wanted to hear it. Right. I don't think if he knew the story, if I had,
he's a good dude. If he knew it was going to give you some angst, he wouldn't have.
He wouldn't have done it.
He's a good dude.
He wouldn't have done it, and I told him that today. I said, the fault is I should have came out to you 2 weeks ago and says, this is triggering me, dude. You got to take this down. This isn't a pinball article. This is TMZ. If I would have done it, he would have taken it down.
Totally.
So,
yep.
Jason's a great guy.
He is. Yeah. And 2 weeks ago, if we recorded, I wouldn't have said that. So I'm glad time has passed. And,
it's like, hey, it's like when you go to send the text or the email when you're pissed. You need to not send that. Like, I'm just saying, in general, that's good. That's good practice. Like, you don't send that email. You might write it to be therapeutic to you, and then you read it to yourself, and usually 24 hours later, you're like, all right, I would have never sent that email or text,
Yeah.
You never want to send that stuff like that when you're mad, that's for sure.
I've done a few of those recently, so we'll shake that off and we'll move on.
What's the first topic, man? What are we talking about?
First topic is, can we start with the 7th anniversary tournament that just happened at the Electric Bat? And we talked about it in the beginning, but let's take me through the weekend, because I know you're exhausted. The poor guy took a nap today.
Did you just wake up from all of this?
You could tell from my eyes and my hair sticking up. I literally just woke up 30 minutes ago to do this thing. Yeah, Rachel and I are wiped out.
I bet.
We took the day off.
Yeah.
And the only thing I'm doing today is this. Because
how many days was the tournament?
Okay,
3,
so
right?
It was 3, but it starts before that. The whole week before, we're there every day, going through the machines, cleaning them, tightening things up, making sure everything functions, playing a lot of pinball. And then Friday, we had an all classics tournament. Multiple, I think it was like 20 rounds of pinball.
Damn.
Yeah, with the finals. And I actually have, I want to let you guys know.
It's like a Whopper farm, Ralph, right?
Yeah,
oh my gosh,
and I'll get into that.
It would have been so great, but.
Yeah, so Friday Classics, Mark Pearson won it.
Did
Mark
he win
the
it?
Shark.
Nice.
Wow. Mark the Shark Pearson, Mako Mark, he won that one. Second was Will McKinney, local hero. Third, Tom Isaac from Southern California. And then fourth, Faye Ashley. We had a woman in there.
There you go, Faye.
Yep.
Faye's
and then we went Saturday. We went into the main event, 20 rounds of pinball, all classics, moderns, everything. And that was stunning. And then the finals for that were on Sunday. So the top 16 went into Sunday. Local hero Nicholas Zachary won that, and it was a come from behind win. Absolutely amazing.
On a tiebreaker.
On a tiebreaker with Mark Pearson. So Mark Pearson ended up second in the main event. Third was Ty Bull.
Dude, Ty. Nice.
Ty
man.
did it.
I know, that's awesome.
What a good dude
Ty's
he
is, a good
man.
player and a good dude.
And then fourth, John Finnegan from Tucson. And man, that was really great. And then also there was another tournament on Sunday going along with the finals, and that was just a pace match play, which is a kind of cool way to play pinball, where you only progress if you have a certain amount of points. So it's
that's
kind of
cool.
Yeah, it's a cross between a knockout and a match play. John Schoppel won that one with Matt Jackson coming in second, Garrett Nelson third, and Pete
Matt
Schatzer
came in second. Oh, Matt's going to be stoked. He was playing kind of rough for a couple weeks, and he was all bummed out. So he's probably on cloud 9 right now.
He was very happy. Pete Schatzer came in fourth. He flew in from Seattle. Had a lot of people from Seattle coming out.
Very cool.
Ray Day came out and played with us and did a lot of commentary with Surge on the stream. You can go back and watch that. Man, it was a ton of whopper points. Everybody had a blast. And most importantly, like at the end of it, the Sunday, everybody was just there hanging out. Cool. Having a great time. Thank you so much to Bug and the team at Spooky. They sent us a bunch of great prizes. So we gave away 2 play fields, and
that's cool.
Also, Jackson Guitar sent us a guitar to raffle off during. And it was free. You just you didn't have to buy a raffle ticket. If you bought a ticket to the event, you were entered into winning a guitar. Yeah.
Did he give you I thought I saw it. Did he give out a Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Did he send you one?
Yep, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Scooby Doo, and he also sent us a Looney Tunes playfield that we're going to give away
cool.
later on.
How did you get Jimmy John's to sponsor you on Twitch, Ralph? You didn't see it. Dude, he's got Jimmy John's. He had a Jimmy. Yeah. I had to do like a quadruple taste.
Is Jimmy John's the Turkey Tom?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's a sandwich. They make hot sandwiches.
No, I know.
Too.
Turkey Tom. It's like one of the things, like a number 7 or something. I could be wrong.
Number 7 is a veto.
Shut up.
One of our local players, one of our local players works for him, and she got them to cater the event. So yeah, that's how we got hooked up with all that.
That's cool as hell, man.
I mean, come on, dude. What other stream is getting a sponsor by a sandwich shop? I don't think so.
Pretty cool. Everyone loves subs.
Talk about
it was a lot of fun.
Exploding. God bless you.
Yeah, but it was a lot of work.
Yeah, dude.
Just I only set up the stream and what have you for the Sunday, but which was cool because I actually got to play in the qualifying.
Oh, that's cool.
And I didn't quite make it. I was a few spots down, but it was an absolute blast. So just being on your feet, standing on concrete for that long.
I know.
Anybody who's done a convention knows that. And these the tournament, the main event tournament went from, I think it was basically 10 to 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Maybe a little bit later, maybe 10:30.
It's too much
people
pinball
like
for
tailgate
me.
in the parking lot and stuff. Like, do they set up stuff? Does it get like that or not really?
Well, yeah. Well, there was a group out there that had a tent and had their
that's
truck.
cool, man.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Dude, I have so much FOMO that I couldn't go. I'm so bummed that I couldn't go. My parents made this trip. I know, but my parents made this last minute trip, and I was like, I was starting to get like kind of almost irresponsible thoughts, like, well, maybe I could pop over there for a little while.
Yeah.
Like, I could
bring them. You're the right side of your shoulder is like,
oh no, I start coming up with all sorts of weird ideas. Like, oh, I can drop them off at, wherever. I don't know. Yeah.
Are you going to do this? Are you going to do this annually?
Well,
this is the 7th one, isn't this?
Yeah.
Or no? Or
well, this isn't this is the 7th year of Electric Bat. So it was
right, not the 7th one.
But we haven't done it every year. I mean, because it wasn't until like 3 years ago, I think, when we opened up the big room, which would allow us to do big tournaments like this. So I think it's just the 3rd one. Walt Wood won the 1st one. I can't remember who won the 2nd one. And, Nicholas Zachary won this one. So,
well, congrats.
I got to go to the next one. You should come out for the next one, Jamie.
That's what I'm thinking,
come out.
right?
We could do a whole weekend thing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if I could play in it because I choke like I just choke like a chicken. But at least
it's for fun. I
sit
mean,
down
just do
with
it.
Surge for an hour, and but no, congrats on that. It was really fun to watch. Man. The Twitch stream's amazing. You need 2 rigs. We'll get Rachel on board, and it's going to be really great for the 8th anniversary tournament next year. So
what's crazy, Cale? That I sometimes pop into the Discord, and I didn't realize like how many people report game problem. And I think like I saw you like you do your little captain like what's up, like we got it. I was like, holy crap, you were fixing. I mean, I'm sure there was way more things that you had to get ready in preparation, but like that's a cool way. Like I like that everyone in the arcade is. I don't know if everyone uses that, but I know you have the board up there, but that's pretty cool.
Most people are, and it's great because we'll immediately get that notification and then go fix the game.
Yeah, I like that. It's awesome. It's a good, cool way to do it.
So do you think there was a home court advantage for your locals against a top player like Ray Day coming in? And do you think
Right.
they ganged up to try to kick his ass? What do you think?
Yeah, so it is funny. Like when we found out Ray Day was coming, everybody's like, just hand him the money, right?
Right, sure.
Home court advantages do exist. I mean, I think that's just a fact, whether it's mentally or how these games play, what the court's like, that is a thing. But I mean, Walt Wood came in the first year and nobody even, really gave him any competition. So, and at the end, Ray Day even said it was his fault. I talked to him afterwards and he was just like, I missed the shots I needed to make. That was just all in my hands. So, and everybody was proud. It's kind of like they were like protecting the home turf, and we're ready, which is cool because this leaves a story open for next year. Who's going to come in from out of town and steal the glory, right?
I love that you're doing this. It's absolutely fantastic. We had a big 3-day tournament at the former joint, and people came over, but we always had Dallas versus Austin versus Houston, because our state's so damn big. So we always had that local, we wanted a local person to win and that sort of thing,
sure.
especially for state. We always root for the Houstonians. So, all right, let's move on to Pinball Expo 2025. What are we, 2 weeks away?
Yeah.
Wow.
Right?
I mean, holy shit, right?
Weeks.
I need to start packing.
Right.
I need to start. I might print some of those T-shirts that I made a T-shirt. Did I show you that?
Yeah.
Cale?
Start a mode, right?
Start a mode. It says start a mode, and it's got the
Oh.
logo.
I don't remember.
No, it's fine.
I got a lot going on.
He's got too much going on, ladies and gentlemen. He's on with Surge. He's got shit to do. So anyway, what are you both looking forward to at Expo? What are we excited to see? What are we pumped about?
Who's gonna go first?
Go, Ralph.
All right, you go first. You want me to go? I'll go first.
I'll go.
You go.
You go.
Oh,
All right,
Jesus.
All right, I'll go.
Thanks for
honestly,
no editing.
you know what it's curiosity. There's a big curiosity for me. I really want to see how Predator plays.
Yeah.
Because despite all the like weirdness around the and all that, I definitely want to play that game. And then the other thing that there's this. Can we talk about a rumor real quick? Because it's a Pinball
We can talk about whatever the hell we want.
Okay, it's
Absolutely.
a Pinball Expo rumor. And I don't know where I heard it because all of us we listen to like every freaking podcast, right? So we're listening to so many of them that I can't remember who said it or even if I read it somewhere. But there's a rumor that, and I can see Spooky doing this, that they're gonna either have a teaser or show something with their next game, and that's really smart of them if that's actually what they're gonna do. And the only reason why I think there might be some validity to this rumor is because I posted a post about the podcast you and I did, Jamie, and I said, hey, my bad, I didn't mention Spooky. If you're there and you've never played Evil Dead, go check it out because you're going to really enjoy it. And then I said, I said something like, I don't think they're going to be ready to announce anything new. So I left it at that. And then Bug responds and goes, oh, we're ready. So I'm like, why would he do that? Like, I don't know. Why would he do that unless they were going to do something there? So that could be kind of exciting because that'd be something that none of us really know much about other than we're pretty sure we know what the title is. Like, I think Beetlejuice is like the one that keeps coming up. Yeah, right. I know that would be exciting. If they actually brought one out, that would be really cool. But
they don't even need to bring that one out. All they need to do is at Expo release a 10-second trailer. It doesn't even have to show any gameplay. It just has to have Beetlejuice with the Spooky logo, and people will go bananas.
But don't you think the stakes are high for them right now? Like if I look at, I always think about your experience, Cale, with Spooky games, how you had a hard time keeping them running, and so like they did because of that, not because you didn't like Spooky, but because hey, I got to make money on these things. And this Evil Dead was like the first one that's been extremely reliable. So like I think the stakes are kind of high. Like they packed a lot of stuff in. The code was very well done. The new code update is super cool. They just did. There's this little video game mode, and so. Like I feel like there's got to be a lot of pressure that this game has to be real good because now the expectation is like you up the game with Evil Dead. So I don't know. There's excitement to me around what Spooky might do, and then I kind of want to see Predator. I've already played Star Wars, so I kind of already know what to expect with that. But I always get excited to see how people react to new games, and then I'm actually really looking forward to this year, spending more time probably not on the newer games, but in that room that from last year that had like all those really cool classics that I should have spent more time. You were in there like the whole time, Cale, or a lot.
Yes.
And I
We
need to
were
go
in there. I
and-
was in there with Cale and Rachel a lot. We were playing the shit out of the Hankins. And
yeah, I wanna go check those out. Like I think
Rachel was cracking me up because one of them wasn't playing all that great, and she's like, "That special Hankin feel." Do you remember that, Cale? I don't know if you remember.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, I love the Hankin touch," and we were just.
And I know this will my last thing. I know this is dumb and I don't even think the game is good, but there's a game that I love the original RoboCop movies, and I've never really spent a considerable amount of time on the Data East RoboCops. I don't know, it could be a total junk game, but I want to play it. I want to see like what they did with that game because I haven't really ever spent time with it. So I'm excited to check out some of those old because some of those Data East games I actually like. Like I like Rescue 911, and I like what's the one you guys had for a little while in the arcade? TX Sector.
Well, that's a Gottlieb, but we have
Gottlieb.
Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah, like I like those games. I mean, they're like goofy, but I like those. And then I definitely like the I definitely want to put some time on like some of those Gottlieb games, like TX Sector, Rescue 911. There's a couple other goofy ones. Sometimes I don't really love Haunted House with the multiple levels, but sometimes I like to play that. Bone Busters is weird, but kind of like goofy. So
it's good.
I want to, sometimes I think you go to these shows, you get enamored with the new stuff, but it'd be cooler to go seek out the games that you just don't see very often,
Well, that room right before you walk into the main hall is fantastic.
Yeah, if that,
to the
so I want
right,
to check that out.
So.
And then I'm actually excited to see everybody hang out with you guys and see what kind of trouble we can get into. So
we'll get in trouble.
And then we apparently have to bring bathing suits. I don't know, Cale, are you down with that, Jamie? Like Cale does a whole the pool thing.
He does. He goes to the pool. He does laps.
Is the pool nice there?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Really?
Every morning, because I get up early. So there's a gym down there. There's a pool that's heated. There's a jacuzzi. It's great.
They have a sauna too.
No sauna. No.
Jamie, would you be down? We do that. You and I would do that one day, and then we'd be like, "Oh, sorry,
I like to
Cale,
go
we
first.
can't make it."
What is this? Fits? I like to go first. Fits once in a while.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for me.
That's for you. What about you, Cale? What are you excited about?
Well, I have good news for Ralph because he will be able to play Predator before Expo because we're gonna have one. We're gonna have one at the Bat on Sunday.
What?
Yeah, at around like 5:00.
Is it only there for a certain amount of time?
Yeah, Aaron, who created Fast Pinball, is gonna bring one. He's gonna come by and stop on his way to Chicago, so everybody at the Bat can see this thing and play it. And we're gonna get some video and photos. We're gonna get I think it's gonna be the first
shit out of that. That's awesome, dude.
I will film the ever loving shit out of that game.
Well, are you gonna meet us?
Yeah, so he's bringing it to the arcade.
Yeah, Sunday at around like 5:00.
Oh man, the night game. All right, I'll have to tell my wife I'm just gonna escape for a little while.
You have to. I think this is the first domestic showing, is it not?
I've not heard of I've not seen any other place have it yet.
Breaking news. Can you put a little breaking news banner down there?
Dude, that's
just
cool.
More editing.
Yeah.
How long do you think it'll be there? Like a couple hours or?
Yeah, that's a few hours.
Aaron's a good dude. I got to hang with him at the Twippies, Ralph. We got to see him.
Okay.
And
dude, that is cool, Cale.
Dude. That's fantastic.
I'm stoked on that. That'll be so fun.
You heard it here first.
Does it get any better?
As far as
Expo, life get any better?
No, it's so cool. I'm so jealous, dude.
Guy.
Like Jamie and I are here on like Zoom calls, miserable as shit on Zoom calls. And
I mean, I'm at this lunch, kissing ass, taking names, reporters writing stories about me, and this dude's getting Predator on Sunday.
Not fair.
That's right.
All right, that is so cool. All right, so does everyone know? Like all the Bat regulars are going to be all up in that place, right?
No, I just announced it right now. So whenever this comes out, they'll find out.
Well, you'll text Jamie like 5 minutes after and be like, "Drop it."
I absolutely expect a Pin Pals with Serge and you going over the rules of that game.
Serge is coming. Yeah, Serge is coming.
That's a must happen.
I don't
need to tell. I'm not trying to produce you. You know what you're doing, okay?
Dude, selfishly, this is the coolest news of like all week. This is, I mean, it's only, I don't even think it's only Monday, but yeah, this is so awesome. I'm stoked on this.
Wow, I hope it's. What if it sucks though? What do you do?
Well, if it sucks, it sucks.
It's pinball. How bad can it be? Come on,
it can't be that bad, right? You know, some of them do suck though.
As far as Expo goes, I am looking forward. You know, people, the room that you guys are talking about with all of the import games, Rob Burke's very rare games.
Yeah.
There is no place in the world that you can play something like this.
Mhm.
And lots of people miss this room. Like I had to like bring people to it, go like, no, this is the coolest stuff going on here.
Yeah.
So, you know, and he even has those like cool, like Sega, the old school Japanese Sega pinball machines that are half EM, half solid state. I mean, you just don't see those anywhere.
Yeah.
That is a must. And I hang out in that room a lot.
He had a Varcon in there, and there's only like 70 of those made, and probably like
Right.
only 30 of them maybe exist, maybe. And that game's, it's not like traditional pinball, but it's a cool stand-up. That's a cool
Sure.
game to me. I don't know. I've always kind of dug
Absolutely.
It's a fun room. I really, I love it. I got to hang out with the Bash pinball boys in that room too.
Oh, nice.
And go ahead,
I know.
sir.
We already the buffet. I can't wait to wake up. We already talked about the pool, so I'm gonna hit the pool in the morning and then head to the amazing buffet.
Where's the buffet? Is it in the
buffet
where did they put
It's
it?
in the restaurant.
It's in the
Oh,
restaurant.
they put it in that restaurant.
The
Okay.
breakfast. It's the
I've never
breakfast
done that.
buffet. Oh,
5 years and I've never
it's
done that.
fun. I got to crash with Rachel and Kale again. I was like their
they
third
have
little
everything.
wheel, and
Good food?
they let me hang. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
it's
good.
great food. No,
All
it's
right, I'm
really,
gonna-
really good.
You guys
They have-
always know, dude. You guys always amaze me. You always know where the good food is at. Always.
You have to.
They don't fuck around.
They
That's
don't.
what-
I am. So, what days are you going? Let's talk that out because, as you know,
well, hold
my
on. I
time
didn't
is
talk
limited.
about the main event. The what I'm really excited
Okay,
about.
let's hear this.
The well, of course, the reason Rachel and I never miss this one is because this is where everybody is. The people, you know, that's the big deal. Actually getting to hang out with all these folks we talk to online in person. That's the big thing. The coolest thing is going to be whether or not Stern is going to bring a remastered game.
Yeah,
I think you know there's rumors that they won't bring it. I kind of think they have to because they have to have something big. You know, everybody, you know, we know everything about Star Wars. We've seen streams that they're showing up. They have to have something to show other than X-Men or D&D topper. They have to make a statement, and I think you're going to see, you know, 1 or 2 copies of this remastered game.
so
and
like
then,
last year with Metallica and X-Men releasing, you think?
I think, yeah.
Walking
Unless
Dead's
there's some
coming.
weird thing going on where it's not ready, you're going to see this thing. And then
See, I think so too. I'm with you on that. We said that
Yeah.
on the podcast when Jamie and I streamed. I'm like, they got
I've
it.
had
I think
second
they're
thoughts. I don't think they're going to be able to do it.
I think they're gonna pull it off, man.
Well, we'll
Mhm.
see. I think it's going to be heavy Star Wars. You know, what was before Star Wars? Kong.
Kong, yeah.
Mhm.
You're going to see a ton of those in there. Again, carpet. We talked about that. Me and Ralph. That carpet at the Stern is key, man. It's so great that they have these damn
100%.
carpet, right?
And then
Absolutely.
Jamie
But-
tagged on dad shoes for a little while.
But they really
I did.
they're not going to make a statement by just bringing Star Wars out.
Mm.
I mean, they're Stern. They're the biggest in the business. They have to make the statement. They want those when you remember when they showed Metallica at Expo.
It's
I haven't
crazy.
seen a line that long to play pinball. Probably ever. You know,
that between that and Alice, that was the only time I've seen those
Correct.
big lines like that.
Yeah, and Alice was only on 2-ball, remember? So
You couldn't get a good feel for Alice. That's
you
for sure.
couldn't do
but-
it. anything.
The
No.
one other thing that you can't miss is the homebrew section. From I talked to some people that are organizing it, and this is going to be the biggest collection of biggest and best collection of homebrew
Really?
machines in the entire world. You're going to
Nice.
see, and there are some people. I know Jake Danzig, local Arizona
He's got
guy.
a special game he's bringing, right? He teased it this last week.
Right. He has something very special lined up. This is the same guy that did the Dukes of Hazzard with his crew. I can't wait. I don't know anything about it. but I heard it is from people who have seen it that it is spectacular and it is something truly different.
Cool. And the mothership is going to be playable this year, right? That wasn't playable last year. So
That's
that'd be
correct.
cool too.
Yep.
I was talking to Ron Kuhn, and he's like, "We're still coding it like right now. At like 11th hour, they're still like coding it, so they're trying to get it all worked out."
You know, I talked to Glenn Wechter, who's our announcer, and he was part of the Saw team, and they're bringing something new. I
really?
actually know. Yeah, I know what they're bringing, but I'm not allowed to say it. But it looks
and that's cool,
really
Cale,
cool
because last year they significantly made that area bigger. Like it was a cool area, so I hope they even make it even. It sounds like it's going to be even bigger this year. So that'll be cool.
It is. Yeah.
And Tony Hawk, they did a bunch of updates to Tony Hawk Pro Skater, so that's going to be cool. Nick Neitzel, shout out to you. That's a pretty cool game, so I'm excited to play that again.
I hope they bring The Greatest Showman. That needs to be there. And I was talking to Ralph on the podcast too, that on his podcast, that I hope Fury Road makes it. And that was that was an uncle and his nephew at TPF that won TPF homebrew, dude. It was you had a key to turn it on, all these crazy loops. It is just amazing.
That's
and
cool.
for people that have been to an expo and they go into the homebrew section, can I do a public service announcement for some of these guys?
Absolutely.
These games are not at the bat. They're not designed to be at the bat that get 1,000 plays a day. Okay. So give these guys and gals a little bit of a break. Right.
Yeah.
When you see the hood up, it's because it's homebrew.
Yeah, like they're fixing it as they discover issues.
They're trying their best. Okay, so don't go on Pinside and say, "Goddamn saw broken." Give them a break, man.
Right.
They're busting their ass. They worked all year long for Expo. So
just to bring something cool and different. Yeah. What was the one last year? It was a video game one? Was it Overwatch? I never got to play it last year.
There was that.
It looked cool.
I didn't get a chance to play it because the line was so long, but it was beautiful.
And then what's the one? Was Overwatch? There was one that had like hydraulics that moved the play field. I don't know what one that was. I can't remember if that was Overwatch or something else.
Right.
There's a lot of crazy shit there.
There's
the Pokemon guy too. He now works for Barrels of Fun. So it's like, there's opportunities for these homebrew guys and gals if they want to advance. I mean, how many stories do we hear from companies that a guy comes out with a homebrew and they're like, yes,
and they get hired or whatever?
And they get hired.
Do you think that because I saw, obviously like Nick Neitzel got a job working with the Electric Playground, and do you think that, because I saw like it was Keith Elwin, it was George Gomez, and they were all, it was really cool to see them huddled around the Tony Hawk Pro Skater. They were having so much fun with it, but they were taking notes, and not notes, but they were like taking mental notes, you could tell.
Yeah.
Do you think they use it as a scouting opportunity too? Like, do you think they really look at that and go, like this guy's got some creative ideas?
Why
I mean,
wouldn't they?
I would.
I would. They're always be learning, always be, no question. And the homebrew guys and gals bust their ass. They absolutely bust their butt. I know Cayman put a Whitewood at TPF, and she runs the Awesome Pinball Collective, and I think she's going to be at Expo as well, debuting her Whitewood. So anyway, I'm excited. What I'm excited, because I only get 2 days, right? I keep bitching about this, but I only get 2 days. So I'm going to get there Wednesday afternoon, and I'm just going to party hardy until
we're going to go
Friday
to Logan
morning.
Wednesday night, right? That's the plan.
So
Everyone's
we're thinking
down
about
with that?
Cale going to Logan Wednesday night.
Okay.
With Joe, and he's got cash for us, so he owes us some money.
That's right. He owes us money because he's like, Star Wars isn't going to have the assets. I'm like, dude, we all were like, we're getting $15 here. This is
so that's a done deal.
Sorry, Joe.
And he's buying us the first round, so that's fantastic. So we'll go see him, and we know that the expo opens its doors on Thursday, right?
The show floor is Thursday.
The show floor. Okay.
Wednesday's that bumper blast thing over at Interium, which
I'm flying.
If you've gone to it once, you just kind of. It's kind of.
I'm not going.
Does Spooky have a panel?
I think they do. Yeah, I think they do.
Okay, so that's where let me help them if they haven't
do it. Yeah,
if they haven't thought about.
Cale.
Well, this is what you do. Unlike Jamie, I think they should somehow show some parts of the game, not the whole reveal, but just to get people, because the whole thing where they just show a logo, that's dead. Like, stop that.
Okay.
They need to show something. They need to show it at their panel and at the same time drop it on socials. So it's like all of a sudden it's a blast and everybody's talking about it all at one time.
Yeah.
That would be amazing if they did it like that.
Because you're hitting people outside of Expo too. They get that
exactly.
curiosity.
Like all at once, that everybody's gonna be talking about it, commenting on their posts, sharing it. Look at this. Because the thing is, it's not like Stern where they have to time the announcements, to where they don't want it to cannibalize the sale of their last game. They're done. Evil Dead sold out. That's it.
Right.
They're done with that. Now's the time to get people excited.
Doesn't look like they have a panel. I'm looking at the schedule. I don't see one for them. There's making of Kong, making of Star Wars. There's, Dwight's Let's Make a Deal thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what day is that?
You're going to miss that, I think, Jamie. I think that's on.
That's fun.
It's on
That's
Saturday.
Saturday?
I know it is fun.
Yeah.
I think you're going to miss it. It's Saturday, it looks
man.
like.
You got to
Cale
stay.
kicked
Oh, no, it
ass
is
last
Friday.
year.
It's Friday night.
I'm gone Friday morning.
Oh, you
well.
suck.
So
I don't see one, but I could have missed it. It doesn't look like, I'm looking at it right now. It doesn't look like there's a event.
I'm
with
just going
Spooky.
to say this right now. I don't give a shit what wedding or something I've got in 2026. Okay, I'm not going.
Don't play.
You can't.
I'm not going.
You can't. You got to say it now and be like, that's
I'm
not
saying
happening.
it now. Okay, this is live, ladies and gentlemen. This is for people in my friend group and family that want to do something in October of 2026, and the answer is no.
Yeah.
Can I comment that the schedule looks like someone did it from the schedule? It's very hard to read. I don't know who makes it, and no offense, but it needs to be like more legible. It's crazy. There's certain things highlighted. Like my eyes, I can't even look at it. It's very confusing. And some stuff is bold font and sometimes not. It's very weird. Yeah. Anyway, it's hard to read.
I was going to ask if you're getting your media pass.
I don't know. And you know what? I don't know. It's crazy. So what's crazy is when we applied for the media pass, Mason's like, what do I put for business? And I go, you put Retro Ralph LLC, because that's what we do every year. And he got the media pass and I didn't. So I'm the guy in front that's supposed to be on camera, but I can't be in the room, but the camera guy can. It makes no sense. I'm mad about this. I don't want to get upset. I'm going to get upset. And I'm going to say something that I don't mean. So I'm not going to say anything else.
But what does the media pass get you?
All I want, and Jamie on the phone called me a prima donna. I like the media pass so I can go in. I like the media pass so I can go in before all the people go in. So I'll film, I'll know I'm going to film certain segments. And when it's quiet, I can at least get like that shot.
Yeah.
And then I do the busy stuff later. But if I can't do that, I don't worry about getting there first, because there's many content creators that literally go to their room at night and like upload. I don't do that, but I like to get the shots so I can kind of like take my time and it's not as hectic. But no, guess I can't this year.
No, well, you should just show up early and go, I'm here to film, and just walk in like you own the joint.
I mean, all I have to say is I'm part of the Roundtable, and they'll be like, oh, dude, I'm so sorry.
There we go.
So sorry. Yeah, so we'll do that. I'll try it. I'll see what happens. They'll be like, what?
I tried to get my media.
No.
I didn't even try for the media pass. I just bought my one day because I'm only there for a day, right? I just spent the $50, but I guarantee you it's going to say James Burchell, because there's nowhere to. It says you have to put your real name in, and my real name is James Burchell, but so there won't be a badge that says Jamie. It'll just say James. Not that it's that big.
Hey, there's a cool session I didn't realize until just now. This is cool. Rachel is going to be on a panel with Emoto and Gieske talking about women in pinball work. That's cool. Working in the industry.
That's going to be a great one.
Yeah, that's awesome.
When's that?
Well, if you could read the schedule, which is very hard to read, it looks like it's Thursday. Hold on. That's Saturday, it looks like.
Oh, well,
no, it looks like it's Saturday.
Because that one last year was really good. Rachel was fantastic in that one. Yeah. And
I'm excited about that one. And the other one that is you can't miss, and I'm gonna have to get there early because I want to be able to get a seat. is the panel about AI art with Ian,
Johnny Crap, Colin,
Jersey Jack,
Brian Allen.
Yep.
Yeah. Brad Albright, I think.
Yeah, that is going to be amazing. And I wish it was longer than an hour, because that really should be an hour and a half, because I know those guys have a lot of things to say.
Yeah.
Yep. That's a definite don't miss. And
somebody
plus
else was supposed to be on that, but they couldn't do it, right? And they brought in kineticists. They brought in a lefty.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't hear about that. But I think
talk about that?
Well, we can. But I think the most important thing about going to see this panel is this is the bold new world. This is the brave new world of AI, using AI. We're going to see it everywhere. And this is the first real discussion with industry insiders about this movement. This is really an important thing.
Yeah.
But what is tell me what you know, Jamie.
No, I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying.
Well, I don't know anything. You got to.
I'm not saying.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know enough backstory, so I feel like
so
we could
either
get in
do
trouble.
I. That's why I'm not talking about it. So I was just having a go, just being a wise ass. You know, this is why I get in trouble.
See, now the listeners are like, what the hell, Jamie?
No, kineticist. They brought in the righty. Kineticist is coming in, and he's going to do a good job on that panel. So,
so is it? It's still Ian, right?
Yeah,
it's still Ian. Yeah,
and who else
Brian Allen, Johnny
Brian
Crab,
Allen, yeah.
Colin, and Brad Albright.
Brad Albright's a good dude. Have you gotten to meet Brad?
I thought Jack was going to be on it. Jack Guarneri?
He's not, but Rob isn't all that great about updating this, because like they have Joel from Flipping Out as Jack. Oh, they changed it. They fixed him. He's now Joel again, but he was Jack for a little while. So.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, Ralph is also on a panel. Let's give a shout out to our boy Ralph. I mean, Cale, nobody asked me and you, but you know, Ralph is on a panel with Joel.
Do you know that if you do a panel, you still don't get a pass? So yeah.
Oh, sounds fun. Do you get anything for being on a panel?
No.
That's nice. There you go.
I'm also volunteering with Project Pinball. I did their auction last year. I'm doing that again. That's fun. They're so fun, and there's so many cool prizes, and it goes to a good cause. So definitely check that out. I'm gonna be posting more about like how you can participate in that auction. But that's gonna be.
Are they gonna have that big cup thing again, where the person gets to bash through it? Remember that last year?
They threw one of the TNT twins through it or something, which is random.
It's weird. But I saw that big ass stack, and I was like, I just want to push it down so badly. It was so hard.
I'm
for my
shocked
ADD.
that no little kid was like, "Oh, look," and like pushed the thing. I would have as a kid. I would have pushed the thing down.
But Project Pinball is an absolute fantastic organization. The biggest troll, boys, I ever got into was when I interviewed the head of Project Pinball for the old podcast, and it's still on. You can see it. And a troll just had the biggest problem with them setting up a 501(c)(3). He could not get over it. And I'm going back and forth with this guy. And I realized I finally sent him a text and said, am I ever going to convince you that you're wrong? Question mark. And he's like, no. And I go, do you think you're ever going to convince me? And he's like, probably not. I go, why don't we just drop this? And
we'll just shut up then.
Why don't we just... But it was like troll going back. We're just hammering each other. And I think Project Pinball is a fantastic organization. They have, if you don't know what they do, they have pinball machines in NICUs and cancer centers and hospitals across the United States and world for kids to, while they're going through treatment, and Ronald McDonald House.
Yep, Ronald McDonald House too. Yep.
So just an unbelievable organization.
Yeah, we were here when Daniel brought one to the Children's Hospital in Phoenix, and man, it was absolutely amazing. They have, a lot of these kids are living there, and they had a very, I was blown away. They had a whole like discovery center inside the hospital with instruments, a recording studio where they could do their own television show. I mean, games, they had video games, all, and we brought in, I believe it was a Star Wars for the kids to play. Yeah,
a little hard
it's
for the kids, damn it, but it's a great game.
We set it up as easy as possible. Yeah, and Mark Pearson goes over there and texts it. I don't know if he still does it, but
that's so important to do, right?
Yeah.
And that is so important because that's what they need, right? Because we all know pinball machines break, right? And you know, if you have time, if you live near any city that has these and have tech abilities and want to go to these hospitals and tech these machines, please contact Project Pinball, because that's the hardest part for them, right? It's not raising the funds, it's getting them teched so that Star Wars works at the local Phoenix hospitals.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, what's next, boys? What do we have next here?
I think I skipped around because it was
Did we talk about Spooky? I have one thing to say about Spooky.
Yeah.
If Bug's listening, I got one thing he needs to fix.
Do it.
There's nothing wrong with the machine. And I'll message him about this, see if we can add some software. And I'm sure Serge will talk about it on the next Pin Pals. During our tournament this weekend, we had during qualifying, we had Evil Dead in the tournament, but only for a couple of rounds, because one of the players found this exploit. I can't remember the name of the mode, but whatever it is, he kept looping that right ramp that feeds the right flipper. But there's two right flippers. There's one hidden under where the slingshot would be.
Yeah.
So all you have to do, you backhand the ramp. It feeds the flipper, but if you hold up the flipper, the upper flipper stops the ball perfectly. So, and then you just let it go, trap let the upper flipper go, trap on the main flipper, the right flipper,
rinse
and then repeat.
Rinse and repeat.
He did it for like 45 minutes.
So I think they fixed it, Cale, because I looked at the release. It's on their public beta. Is this sound right? It said right ramp unlights during Undying Love to prevent an exploit. I think they just fixed it. It's not in the. It's in the public beta. Yeah. So because I heard about that too.
Perfect.
Yeah. So I think he's already on it. So that's cool.
Awesome. Yeah. I figured. I mean, yeah. If
you
should
launch the. I don't know how I never played with. I did start playing with their beta code, but obviously the way I play mine at home is not going to be how it gets played at the bat. I don't know if beta for them means it could have stability issues, but I'm really excited for the people at the bat to see it, because there's the wizard mode they put in there is like ridiculously cool. It's like
very
crazy cool, and then and then they put that video mode in, which is like this 70s style like action game where it's like a side-scrolling. It almost looks like a side-scrolling game that was like maybe Atari. It's not Atari because it's better graphics than that.
Like Contra?
So maybe like
side-scroll?
Yes.
Like
so
Contra.
So it's side-scroll. So you're Bruce and you're going through this world, and like you have your chainsaw and you have to hit like the action button to like saw people, and then you move I think it's your left flipper to move up and down. It's very cool. Like I'm pretty pumped that they are putting this much into a game, because I thought it was great, the code wise, even before that, but they keep putting more stuff in. So I don't know. They've turned a corner. It feels like they're really like
their stock is
doing
definitely
some cool
trading
shit.
high, and I hope Beetlejuice is a banger. Have we heard anything about our friend Don from Don's Pinball Podcast? Did he announce
That's
anything?
something to talk about. Like he works there now.
Okay.
I don't know what he's doing, but
I don't know. I didn't sign up for his Patreon. Sorry, Don.
I know I'm not doing.
There's
the
only
Patreon
so much
thing. I
I
have
can
too many
I just only
Patreons.
so much I can do.
Sorry,
I'm
we
getting
love you,
so
though.
many. I'm getting so many messages.
Okay.
From people, even people like other podcasters. Is this true? Is Spooky stupid?
Oh boy.
Don is such a dumbass. I'm like,
boy.
Why don't people like Don? I'm like, what the fuck?
I like Don. Don's nice.
Don,
I've always
think,
thought
Don is great. He's a nice guy, and like, I mean, if he wants to, I mean, if Spooky's, found
So
something.
is this true though? Is this what's
No, it's
happening? Can
definitely
we
true.
set it up?
Okay, no, it is definitely true, because he went live. He bought he went live from the house he bought in Benton, Wisconsin. Like he went live from it, and I'm sure he didn't go rent a house. He bought the house, and so It's kind of cool. And then I saw there was like a post he made where he was using the forklift. He was joking like, "Oh, I'm the forklift operator now at Spooky," and he was loading Evil Deads into like a truck and stuff. So, but I think the people that someone that's saying that might not know that Don, he like he's a pretty creative guy. Like he's got a 3D printer farm. He makes all these. I mean, you guys, don't you have his bucket in your Jaws? Like he designs a lot of stuff. So I can see where.
Well, that's what I was about to say. If you just go by his wild public persona, like, I mean, I've actually hung out with Don one-on-one. I mean, he's a brilliant guy, and he's incredibly creative. And I think he's perfect. He's a perfect fit for a pinball company.
Yeah,
well,
so I'm excited to see
he's had a great relationship with them for a while, right, Ralph? I mean, he's had a good relationship with them.
He hangs up. I don't think Benton. I think Benton's only like an hour from where he was living prior. So I know he would go up there a lot. I think he built some really strong relationships with the whole team. So, you know, I'm sure they hung out a lot and they're probably talking, and maybe they're like, "Hey, man, you have a lot of cool ideas. Why don't you come work for us?" So I think he's still doing his day gig though. Or at least I think, because. So, yeah, because I think he's a traveling doctor or something.
Yeah, like there's not that much money in pinball to take care of that. He does very well for himself.
Job. Yeah.
Well, you know, I also heard he was selling all his other machines too. So I don't know. I didn't listen to Patreon. You just release that. Don't do this behind the paywall crap. Come on, dude. This is big news.
I know. I wouldn't have put that news personally behind a paywall because that's a cool thing. Like, that's a cool thing.
Yeah,
like,
get people excited.
And then I heard another thing. I don't know if this is true. I'm going to ask you guys because I don't even know. I heard this. Does Erica's pinball journey work for Stern now? Is that true?
I haven't heard anything. No.
I heard she has some gig with Stern.
I
Good.
know
I hope she does. She's
great.
She's awesome. Erica is awesome.
Yeah, Erica's great. But I think she's coming here with Aaron.
Oh.
Like on the way to Chicago. I believe so. I believe she's actually coming with the Predator machine.
Even better. You get to hang out with Erica, and
she was going to let me borrow her P3, but I have to get back to her on that. She was going to. I think she was like, I could bring you my P3, and you could just loan it for a little while. I was like, all right, because I want to check out a P3, but like at my house.
She's offering, so she offered to bring you a P3, and you haven't gone back to her.
No. We just kept like we were texting, and it just like you know how it goes. Like we just haven't connected yet, but we will.
Well, make that happen because I think Ralph would love a P3.
But isn't a P3 like 800 pounds or something? Like, how am I?
Yeah, you're going to need some help.
I haven't heard.
They're not 800.
It has to be heavy.
I know they're heavy.
Oh, it's heavy as shit. It almost broke our hydraulic. Damn thing was.
Well, you guys had that ghetto ass freaking one I have from Harbor Freight.
From Harbor Freight.
You probably
Those
went
things
through
are
like one of them. They're pieces of shit, but for my house, like I am still on my first one, and I move machines around a lot, and it hasn't broke yet.
Well, you know, if you need something heavier duty, you can call Zach and get an Escalera.
Dude, that thing is so pimp. I want that thing.
It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
Are you moving stairs?
It's super expensive though. And I don't think the guy still making them because that thing is so freaking cool.
Yeah, it's great.
How heavy is the Escalera?
Doesn't it have like gyroscopes? Like it balances itself and shit. Like it's crazy that thing.
The one I used one time at the Louisville, Zach let me borrow it to move a stack of glass on a pallet. We're talking hundreds and hundreds of pounds.
Yeah.
And I mean, that thing's like a forklift. I mean, it lifted. This didn't have any kind of gyroscope. I mean, it was like stable.
I made that up, I think.
Well, it has like four wheels. I mean, it's basically like a forklift pallet jack type thing. It was great.
That's awesome. I did a reel with Aaron Winnick Anthony back a couple years ago where we were talking about the Harbor Freight. And she's like, show people how you move machines at the place. And I was like, okay. So the fucking thing broke in the middle of the reel.
Like hydraulic fluid was like all over the place.
Spitting all over the place. And I just like, this is why this is a piece of crap. Okay? It's a coffin mover. It's a piece of shit. But we go through one a year. But for $400, it's not a bad gig.
But it's a cool
right?
hack for someone that just wants it at home, who's only going to move games every now and then. Like, it's not a bad hack for that, because you have to like hack the handle. I don't want to go too deep into it because Jamie will leave his body, but you have to.
No, you do. You have to hack the handle. It's a whole pain in the ass. Then you, once in a while, it'll make it come up. In the first 6 months, it works great. It's got an over under.
Mine's
about
going
6
strong
months.
still, but
yeah,
we'll see.
All right. Well, good luck.
Did
with
you guys want to talk about? I know Spike 3 was a topic, but I don't know if we want to get into it too much. I did play with the HDMI out, so I know how it works, but it's not actually that.
Can I get a Diet Coke? Can I get a Diet Coke?
Sure.
Yeah. Do you think? Do you
I
think?
have to get a Diet Coke for this.
It's just because it's a technical topic, so that's why he's leaving.
All right, that's why I'm leaving. But could you? I was going to ask about the HDMI out, Cale. Do you think if you say 10 years from now, this is for like the HDMI out is really a waste of freaking time, Stern. Okay, if it costs you any money, because there's like 8 people that are going to use it.
No, but wouldn't you use it all the time on a? Because you
would
like
use
to
it
be
all
able
the
to
time.
you
I'm
like
a
to move it
streamer.
around. Oh
But
yeah, that's right.
he can't use it. He can't
I would
use it.
never.
He can't use it. Cale can't use it unless he's doing an
because
individual
you
game
need to
stream.
move games around too much,
Right?
Yeah, it's probably more cool. It's probably cooler for like a
For
studio
8
setting
people.
and at home.
Hold on, for 8 people.
But it works. It works pretty good. So it's got like, you know how, so on the Spike 3, it's got a right HDMI port, and that one's accessory for the topper, and the left one gives you HDMI out. It routes the audio and the video out that HDMI cable.
Right.
The only thing you have to do is you just lower the main game volume. So if you're going to stream, you're just getting the feed directly from the game. And then because Star Wars has the John Williams soundtrack, there's and I know Stern's done this on other games. There's a streamer friendly mode, which gives you like, it's not a great soundtrack. I streamed it the other day and showed people what it sounds like, but it's Star Wars-esque, so you don't get like a copyright claim. But the thing is, what I just learned is John Williams with Star Wars, you won't. He lets you. I didn't get, so when I pulled it up, because my stream did both the streamer friendly and John Williams, it caught it, but it says you can still monetize this video. But I have had things in the past where I've streamed like an arcade game or something that had some kind of copyrighted music, and I don't know if maybe YouTube doesn't do this anymore, but the content ID caught that it was, and then it shut my stream down because I saw concurrent viewers, and it was like
a live stream.
Yeah, it was going down and down and down and down, and then it just shut it off.
Wow.
And then so I don't think they do that anymore though. But they're trying to prevent, like, let's say I wanted to spin up a 24-hour YouTube channel that just streamed like some band's entire album. I think that's what they're looking for. Or if you tried to stream like a movie that, you know how people do those like hacks of movies, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But it didn't shut it down. And it didn't copyright claim me either. So
That gives me
a technical question, Cale?
Absolutely.
What if, say, 5 years from now, you've got a bunch of Spike 3s in there, right? And you've got your Star Wars, and you left an HDMI out with a long cord, and you put it to an Axoon.
Right.
An extra.
Yeah, but then that get really expensive, though, right?
Well, we're not talking money.
Let's
we're
say
just talking
money's
about,
no object.
This is Cale Hernandez. Okay.
Yeah.
So then you have that extra Axoon, and you would hook it up for just the Spike 3. That could work.
So you wouldn't even need the extra camera, the third camera on your rig.
You wouldn't need the third camera.
That would be cool.
But I'm going to one up your idea, Jamie. If you had a row of Spike 3s, you'd take all the HDMI outs and put them into an HDMI switcher, and then put one Xune, and then you could just switch the games. And if you got a Wi-Fi switcher, you could just do it from your phone and go, all right, we're doing Star Wars.
That would be cheaper. Yeah.
That's a brilliant move. An absolutely brilliant move for 8 people in the world. But
I mean, it'll make
cool.
like 10 years from now when there's a ton of Spike 3s, it might make sense though. But right now, it's not going to probably make any sense.
No,
I would never. That's just not a feature I'm going to ever use.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think the coolest thing about it is at conventions or even on arcade where you want to show off a machine, you could mount a monitor to the top of the back box.
That'd be cool
actually
as
showing
hell.
what's on the display, because that's when we set up the booth at Expo many years ago, and Stern debuted the Black Knight. Jim Sheard, who made those little boards that allowed you to get HDMI out of the Spike 2s, that's what they used it for. They installed
like a spectator screen.
Right. And so it's like, and that was very cool because you could see what was going on a big monitor that was above, the pinball machine. And they need to do that for Star Wars. They show off the clips, have it to where like people aren't like huddled around trying to see what's going on the display there.
Do you think they'll do that at Expo? Because that seems like that'd be a missed opportunity if they didn't. Like, because it'd be a cool thing to show.
To showcase that you could do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But not only that, to your point, it's kind of a cool spectator thing because now you can look at the scores of the players playing. I think that'd be cool. And the clips. Yeah, that'd be badass, actually.
Did they also fix the streaming where the score can be seen? You know what I mean? Like when Cale's got to stream Godzilla.
Yeah.
Okay. It's tiny. The scores are tiny on the bottom side. Okay.
I mean, I don't know that the scores are bigger, but
well, they should fix that. Instead of worrying about HDMI out, let's get a streamer. If you're already
like a streamer display mode that makes it better for game capture.
Yes.
Yeah, that could be cool.
How about that?
The only company that's ever done that is Spooky, because they so on TNA, it actually your scores are on those like digital displays, right?
Yeah.
And then they updated the code to where you can actually show them on the LCD.
Oh, that's
cool. And they did that for streamers, so for competition and stuff.
That's cool. So the only other thing I'll say about Spike 3, and I do have an open line with Gomez about this. He's saying the dev team at Stern is saying there is no problem, or they don't think there's a problem. But I was having the Wi-Fi was a little flaky on my Spike 3, and this is where I'm going to get. I promise it'll be only 60 seconds. So they're using a Raspberry Pi CPU module for like the processor. And there's no Wi-Fi antenna. There is one built in, but there's no antenna hooked up to it. So I'm gonna play with that. I bought a kit antenna for the module they're using, the Pi Module 4, I think. I'm gonna test it out because the signal strength of my Spike 2 is way better than Spike 3. And they were like, "Well, we need more data from you to really validate what you're seeing." But I'm gonna hook up the antenna and then I'm gonna send Gomez the output and see what he says. But
that's cool.
Like Wi-Fi is, it might not matter for you guys, like because if a game updates and it takes a day versus taking a half hour, you might not even care. But
it's a huge deal for us.
It would be.
Yeah.
Okay. Well. Yeah. I don't want anybody listening to this think that there's a major problem. I'm talking with them. I'm working with them. They're trying to figure it out. So I don't want anyone to think the Wi-Fi is shit. We're trying to figure that out.
That's all they're going to get out of the clip.
Yeah.
Ralph said the Wi-Fi shit.
Pretty much.
That's
what it's going to be.
And
Gomez
George
has been
needs
awesome.
a new mic. Did he say anything about the mic?
I wasn't mentioning the mic. He's like, F Jamie. Okay. I was like, oh, wow. Okay.
Oh,
he's like, I'll let him know.
Yeah.
Well, he needs a new mic. Him and Rob Burke.
So are we doing a roundtable at Expo?
That is a topic for discussion, sir. We need two things would need to happen. We would need to say yes to it, the three of us, and then we would need a spot to go to.
We need power.
I was thinking, and power.
Well, if you remember the one when we did the live stream at the Bat, I had all of that running off of a couple battery packs. So we don't technically need power if I bring battery packs, but power would be good if we could.
Wi-Fi
could be an issue.
There's a good spot right near Stern if a moto would let us use it.
Cale would have to pull some strings with a moto.
He's got to pull some strings with a moto.
Jump on her Wi-Fi because I
don't think we'll have a problem finding a place to do it.
You think someone will let us do it?
Yeah, for sure.
Then let's do it live from the absolutely Thursday night. Here's what we do. Thursday night is the media mixer. I say we stop by, say hi, and then come back. And around 8 or 9 o'clock Chicago time, do the live roundtable on Thursday night.
Do you guys think we can we fit that all in? You think? I'm down. I want to do it, but
hell yeah, we could fit that in.
That'd
be a blast, dude. Do we have
an
extra
mic
a bunch
of people
in case? Do we get an extra mic in case someone wants to sit with us, or just the three of us?
Yeah, we should have an extra headset so we could put 4 on the Roadcaster, right?
Roadcaster.
Yeah. Would that be cool?
Yeah, let's
say we do it.
Yeah, awesome.
Let's do it.
All right, well, done deal. Live roundtable. Parts to be where is going to be determined. We'll figure it out. Someone's going to, hey, if you got a booth and you want the roundtable at it, shoot us an email at pinballroundtable@gmail.com. I don't even have that email, by the way.
There is a vendor I know would probably let us do it, but I don't want to say, I don't want to like say it, and then but there is one that I have in mind that I think would let us if we were really like we couldn't find one. There's one definitely that will, but yeah, and they have a cool booth.
Did you work on your room situation?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Oh yeah. Is Carrie staying with you?
Is Carrie staying with you? That's what I want to know.
I actually talked to Carrie today. We were talking about the Rob Burke holding the pass hostage thing. And no, he's not staying with me, but yeah, I don't know where he's staying.
That's a missed opportunity.
I don't have a place to stay Wednesday night. So
Jamie and I talked about this. I'm gonna reveal. So Jamie has a problem with his digestive system, correct?
I have Crohn's disease.
Because
of
your
problem. It's fucking disease.
Yeah.
It's not like I woke up one day and went, you know what I'd like? Crohn's. That sounds
no, I know that. I didn't know if you wanted to tell people that. Okay, so
it doesn't matter.
Anyways,
it doesn't matter.
But I'm
the fattest
have
Crohn's
the
guy
weirdest
on the planet.
digestive system. I probably have a problem. I need to probably see a doctor. So like, I don't want to room with Carrie, and then I got like to massively take the worst dump ever, and then I'm explosively like going. You know what I mean? I don't want to like that's just awkward. I don't want to do that. It's nothing against Carrie, but Carrie wouldn't want to do that. I'm just saying, sometimes my stomach starts churning, and I don't know what's going to happen. So I escape for a little while. You don't see me for like 20 minutes.
And then I'm back and it's Carrie asked you. That's just the funniest thing in the world for me, right? Is that Carrie's like, hey, Ralph, you want a room together?
And I know Carrie fairly well. Like I've known him for several years.
Love Carrie.
But I don't. But I'm weird. Like I wouldn't necessarily ask Carrie, but he asked me, and I'm Carrie, I appreciate that you would want a room with me, but there's many reasons why you wouldn't want a room with me.
You know what you do is you say, oh, dude, I only have a king. That's the move.
Well, actually, I think I only have a king. I don't know,
okay,
actually.
So you say, I only have a king. And then he says, well, I don't mind.
No, that I'm not doing. No, I'm not doing that. You sleep with your head at my feet. No, I'm not doing that. Or whatever you do. I'm not
Swippy Award winner.
Would you do
Swippy Award? No. I'm staying with Joe Cervino on Wednesday.
And you guys are
night
sharing a king?
We're sharing a king and we're going to spoon. Joe looks very spoonable, and I can't wait to see him.
Oh, you're rooming with Joe?
Now, here's my issue, right?
So you are sharing a bed with him? Are you being serious, or you're not sharing a bed?
Hold on a second. I'm going to tell you. And I originally, before I got called to a wedding, had the hotel from Thursday night to Sunday. But now I can't use that because then I called the hotel to try to get Wednesday and Thursday and get it switched, and it's sold out, right? So Joe, I was bitching about it on Colin's Discord channel. The Kinesis has a Discord channel for content creators. You should join, both of you. It's really a fun Discord.
I commented earlier. I said looking forward to seeing you guys at Expo.
I don't go on the Discord channel. I don't go on it.
You're advertising the thing and you don't even use it.
I don't really go on Discord very often. I just get alerts.
I don't either.
You know? And, but anyway, I was joking that I don't have a room now for Thursday night, and Joe is graciously putting me up for Wednesday night. So I'm going to spoon with Joe.
What a great guy.
And then I'm going to come back to the Renaissance on Thursday when I can check in there. And then John from Eureka Heights and Taylor Buckley are taking my room Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Okay. There you go.
So they're coming up. So they'll take my place. You guys can hang with those two clowns. And
so what else we got? We're
at an hour and 17.
Deep
I don't
in
have
here.
anything else. I don't have anything else.
Nothing. Come on.
I got nothing for you,
Jamie. You always have something.
I really don't. I thought this.
What about the auxiliary topics? We had like 50. We had like 65 topics for the show, but I mean, some of them might be a little long.
They were really long.
What do you? Let me see if they were any good. Let me see. Where are they?
I mean, who wrote the churro comment?
That was Cale. It definitely wasn't me. I didn't write that.
I mean, we're not going to talk about that.
What does it say?
Can you like make a one hitter out of a churro?
I don't.
That's definitely you.
The problem.
He puts that in to make sure we're reading. That's it, to make sure we're reading.
Like,
you know what I mean? Because it didn't make sense. It was in the middle of all these other topics. What does that mean?
Like, here's the other topics in between it. Chicago Expo preview and why carpet is important. I wrote that. and then mixed feelings on Star Wars. But why? We could talk about Star Wars. And then in
Hold
between the mixed feeling on Star Wars is, could you use churro as a one-hitter?
Yeah.
Can you?
I mean, I think you probably could.
I probably could, but
you probably could.
Where did I put
I'm
that?
not a big churro guy. All right, let's end with Star Wars, right? Because I think it's getting some unnecessary flack. I mean, and it's going to be delivered to Eureka tomorrow, and you already have yours.
I already have it.
Is the back getting one?
Yeah, you guys are getting one, right?
Star
Pro?
Wars? Yeah, it'll be it's shipped already. It should be here Friday.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So you'll have it there.
Okay,
cool.
that's cool. So we'll all have played it before Expo.
We're gonna head over to Game Room Goodies. Ralph, you know those boys there, Aaron and the
Aaron's
whole family.
My guy. I love that guy.
Yep, they're gonna give me a call as soon as it comes in, and we're gonna set it up. And if you're in Arizona and you want a Star Wars, get in touch with Aaron at Game Room Goodies, GameRoomGoodies.com.
Yep. I don't know why it's weird, man. I think sometimes it depends on who and where you look about what the criticism is. Some people criticize the high end product because they look at some of these other games coming out and oh man, 13,000, that's really expensive, and they start comparing and contrast them to what they could get by like Barrels of Fun or Spooky, and they start going, oh well, there's a lot more. They seem to be packing a lot more in. So there's that, but that's not a gameplay argument. That's more of like I don't like the armor, or I think there should be more toys in it, or whatever. So I don't know, like that. We could talk about all that, but I think if I'm looking at it from a purely gameplay perspective, that kind of goes into like what you guys covered, right, Cale? Where it's like certain people don't like certain kinds of layouts of games, or they want their shots to be like more of an Elwyn style. So like they like Elwyn games, and
right.
I'm having a lot of fun with it. My only thing that I'm having an issue with it, and this is kind of everyone's talking about this issue, is the Death Star shot. So it's just really tight. And sometimes the ball is rejecting out of it. And last night I played a game where I was like, I'm playing the game and all I'm going to do is go for the Death Star shot. Yeah. And there were times where it went right into the Death Star. It was in the Death Star, it wasn't rattling, and it came out, and it never locked it in. The first shot lowers the little door, and then the next shot's supposed to lock the ball. But it's weird because I noticed I don't have enough, like, how people put slow-mo cameras and really try to figure out what's going on? I didn't do any of that. But if you hit it dead on and it's like it's going the right speed and everything, it seems to work fine, but it does reject it. It probably rejects it more than I would like. So maybe they'll come out with a fix for that or something. But and that shot is interesting because you can backhand it from the left flipper, although I'm finding I'm better at shooting at it from the right flipper. But there's that Jedi shot that has the VUC. That one you can backhand really easy, actually. You can backhand it. Okay. Once you get it, you can easily backhand that shot. And that shot's important because it sets up your Hoth multi-ball. I'm really enjoying it. Like, I don't know.
Are you
I'm
playing
having
it
fun
a lot?
with it. Yeah, it's all I've been. When I get a new game, though, like, in all fairness, I just start playing it as much as I can to learn it and stuff. But I'm impressed with how much they packed into it already. Like Ray Day did. The one thing about it, and I know like Surge understands code way better than I do, but I'm noticing it's a game that the way they lit the shots and the C3PO callouts, you know what you need to do. So there's clearly like side paths you can go and do other things. But if you're trying to play and progress through the modes, it's very obvious. And I like that because it makes it easier to learn the code. Maybe not the advanced stuff like Surge can do, but that's what I'm liking about it. I'm like, I like that it seems easier to pick up.
How cool is on the premium and LE model, the force save? Is it really cool? Because
I'm having a ton of issues. Like
pro.
I need someone like Surge to get me to understand how I use the force save, because when you do get it and you use it, it's badass. Like, if you use it the right way,
it looks completely badass, doesn't it?
It'll swing like let's say the ball's like going out your left out lane and you hit it in time. The magnet will shoot it over, like it'll shoot it back over and back into play. Awesome. So that's cool. And then if you grab it when it's going down the middle, it like sucks it into like the middle of the two flippers and then throws it up.
That's very cool.
It's actually really cool, but I must not be doing it right because I don't know how to do it consistently. So, but that's probably a me problem and not a game problem.
Yeah, I'll tell you something funny. when before Raymond got here for the tournament this weekend,
Mhm.
he was like, "Do you have your Star Wars yet?" I was like, "No, it's shipped, but it's going to be here next week." And I was like, "Ralph has one." And so, we were running it through our head. And I know if I like begged Ralph and said, "Hey,
he would have done it.
Yeah. If I would come pick it up and then talk to Zach, and I'll be like, "I'll talk you up on the stream." I know we could have worked it out, but I decided I had so much going on. We were just gonna.
I mean, how many players did you have at the tournament?
For the main event, a little over 80.
That's
Okay.
huge.
Yeah.
20 rounds.
You must have had a lot of traffic through that whole weekend, though.
Yeah. So how could you expect to go drive, 45 minutes wherever Ralph lives away? But that would have been pretty cool to have Ray Day playing his own coded game on
That's
stream.
what I wanted to see.
Yeah, that would have been
exactly.
Cool.
And him commenting on it. But it's very unfortunate because the one thing everybody I've talked to that has played it, they're saying all they say is that Death Star shot it's unfortunate that it seems like a main event. That's where you want to put the balls for a big multi-ball, and that seems to be a hard shot to make or just get it locked in, get it to work properly. But if it isn't Stern, I mean, somebody's going to find some kind of mod to get that thing working properly.
I would say though, like after I initially, when I only played it like 10 times, I was like, oh, that shot's really, really hard. Once I have it dialed in from the right flipper, like I can pretty much hit it consistently now. So now it's just more about, am I going to get a reject or not? Cause that's a bummer, man. When you're playing real well and all of a sudden you're like setting yourself up for that multi-ball and you get a reject and something happens, like it goes wild and you drain by accident or something.
It happens though, right? It happened to me.
It's kind of pinball, but
it happened to me on Iron Maiden. I had one shot left for Cyborg Multi-Ball, right? And I put it in the Cyborg Multi-Ball, and then it rejected right down the middle.
I know that sucks when it happens, man.
and then the game over, and that was my last ball. And I was like, mother, there goes Cyborg. But hopefully they fix it with code. Because you know how the pin side works. There's one little
I think
issue.
it's going to take more than code. I think it's a mechanical issue.
Yeah, it looks like it's mechanical. Yeah, it's not code. It's definitely a mechanical.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for sure.
But for right now, I mean, there's other multi-balls you can go for, right, Ralph?
But here's the one thing I'm wondering. Like, it'll be interesting when you guys get the Pro because these were the first ones off the line. I mean, they could have maybe fixed it already. I don't know. But they haven't publicly said anything, I don't think, about it, at least not that I saw. But it's not, like, so bad that it's tons and tons of rejects, at least not on my copy. But it does happen, and it's frustrating when it happens. But I'm enjoying it otherwise. Like, they packed a lot of clips in it, and I don't even think they have all of them really in yet. But the clips are cool. Like there's some cool moments already kind of like coded in. So I'm digging it. I know there are people that are saying like, oh, they like some of them like the 2017 one better. I really like this one better than the 2017 one, but that's just my opinion.
I haven't heard anyone say they like 2017 better, so that's strange. But I can't wait to play it. It's dropping at Eureka tomorrow, so we got ours tomorrow.
Are you going to stream it?
No.
Oh man, it'd be cool if you streamed it so I could see. Well, I'll just talk to you about how it plays. Because is it pro or is it premium?
It's a pro.
Okay. I do like the jump ramp though. The jump ramp hyperspace thing is actually really cool. Like I think I will miss that a little bit on the pro, but I haven't played the pro.
It's always a jump ramp on the pro, right?
So it's not down, it's just always up, right?
It's always up.
I believe so.
It's just always up. It is kind of cool when like you hit it and then it goes up, but I mean, I guess if it's always up, that's cool too.
It's just like
it's like in Jaws when you hit the life preserver thingy or life. I can't remember.
All right,
life ring, whatever.
Fine. I'll live.
Yeah,
it's the same as what is it? Foo Fighters.
Well, Foo Fighters has the cool. What's that feature on Foo Fighters? That's badass. The thing where the post comes up.
The post comes up, but on the pro, the post doesn't come up.
Right.
Oh, I don't. I don't think I've ever. But you don't have a Foo Fighters Pro, isn't yours a premium?
Yeah, we have a Pro, but the important part about that ball save, and I saw a lot of people during the tournament not doing it, and Ray and I even commented on it. On the Pro, even though you don't have the dead post that pops the ball back into play, when you have the ball save lit on that left out lane, on the Pro, still hold up your left flipper because you get like a couple of million extra points for doing that.
Oh, nice. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Pretty cool.
So yeah, no, I think you guys will like it. I'm curious. That is one thing I really want to see what you guys think of the game
I'm very excited about Star Wars.
Yeah, I'm totally pumped up. I can't wait to play it. And the fact that you guys are also going to be playing a Predator on Sunday night is pretty badass.
I did not know this. This
seriously
is like,
jealous.
This is
so.
Oh
if
shit!
you
Wait
missed
a
the
minute.
beginning of the podcast,
Oh no, dude! I'm not gonna be able to go.
Oh,
because I'm hosting I'm filming. They're flying. Raw Thrills is flying me to Nashville to cover the Buckfest 2025.
Oh, how cool is that?
But you know what you just motivated me to do? Sunday it's over. I'm taking an earlier flight home so I can go to the bat and check it out.
Done
so what
deal,
time do you
pal.
think? What time do you think that is? Like 5?
Yeah, they said they were going to have it set up at 5 o'clock or show up at 5. So
I'm going to figure it out. I'm going. I'm figuring it out. Buckfest is great. I am so excited for Buckfest. This is going to be cool.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll hear anything about Halo? Do you think we will?
No,
I don't think so.
I'm personally excited. I know, Jamie, you said you didn't care about Halo, but I kind of excited to see what they do with that.
I am super stoked
you
about
are?
Halo. Yes.
I am too.
Yeah, this thing's going to be badass.
Do you have any knowledge about it?
No, I know absolutely nothing about it. But just think about what this team did with Pulp Fiction.
I know.
Now they have Tim Sexton there. So they have another pinball guy, a guy with pinball experience. And you have Mark Ritchie, who originally, when he first did the drawings for Pulp Fiction, it was like a
normal machine with like
with like ramps and all kind of stuff,
wireform and stuff,
And now and Quentin Tarantino didn't want that; he wanted a more retro feel. So now Mark gets to do a full-on modern style pinball machine, and I mean They'll throw everything into this. I mean, can you imagine the artwork? It's going to be like dark and halo-y. And then as soon as you put your quarters in it, that music's going to come on.
The theme song. Jamie, how are you not getting pumped?
Yeah, this is
I just was more of a Call of Duty dude than I was a Halo dude. So
blue versus red. Come on.
It's too much. I just didn't like it. I'm going to play it. it. I bet you it's awesome. So,
do you think there'll be any other surprises at Expo? Do you think there's going to be anything else that we're like, holy shit? Or, I mean, there's a couple of potential surprises, but do you think anyone else will have anything else?
I mean, there's talk about a Big Bang bar, right?
Yeah.
Would they bring it? Or Raza.
But I wouldn't. I'm sorry, but like, who cares?
Yeah, I don't care about Big Bang Bar either.
We've all seen Big Bang Bar. You know, you have to. I don't think a remake is going to excite people. If you want to show somebody something at Expo, it has to be something new. For example, like the Alice game. That was something new. So I don't know. I don't know if Raza's ready, but I think that would get people excited.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, I told Ralph this too. I got to play Raza in 2021. It was at the Houston Arcade Expo, and it broke. But I think what was really cool, because Barrels of Fun. You know how Barrels of Fun has the other small LCD screen.
Yeah,
in the back of it.
Okay,
that's from the Lock Bar.
Those are from the Lock Bar. Those are from the Raza Lock Bar.
Those are touch screens.
Yeah,
you can't touch them.
Yeah, yeah.
No, you're not going to touch it on Dune. But
what about? I've been so busy. I haven't been keeping up with any kind of media, any kind of news. What about Big Trouble in Little China? Is that
that's supposed to be there. I think, right?
That's
the homebrew, right? That looks
I'm pretty sure
fantastic.
that's supposed to be there. That looks
great.
like a crazy. I mean, they got a lot of people involved in that project. That thing looks like it's almost like a mass-produced thing. So that would be really
gorgeous, man. These homebrews are just looking.
Yeah, they're killing it.
Incredible.
And shout out to Marco's Specialties. They have a homebrew kit. If you are a home brewer, you could go and buy a whole kit.
Yeah, and I showed that off on one episode.
You did. We were all together, right?
That was really cool.
It was incredible. Yeah.
So there they go. I still am holding hope that we're going to get some bit of a teaser on Back to the Future.
Yeah, I don't think so. That'd be cool if we did, though. But
I think they're going to try to.
I just don't even care, man. Because I
is it because of who's making it? Like, you think it's just going to be available?
Well, first, I mean, it's going to take them 10 years to build all of them. They're not good for operators.
Yeah.
They're just not reliable.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there were people even at the tournament talking about how they wish they could one day in their life find a Big Lebowski that actually 100% worked properly.
It took 2 years for us to get our Big Lebowski working perfectly to be able to be played in a tournament. Years.
And that's just me as an operator. I'm not excited. Yeah. I know collectors are very excited about
because that's a theme that resonates with Ralph, and that's a theme that resonates with a lot of us, you know, gray hairs. That Back to the Future is pretty badass, right?
Do you guys remember? So when Back to the Future 2 came out, and you went to the theater to see it, this is pre-internet. You know, there's no spoilers. You watch it, and it ends, and it says "to be continued."
Yeah,
man,
you had to wait years.
Yes, we freaked out. But they shot them together, and so
it wasn't years. Maybe it was a year between them.
It wasn't too long. But they shot them together, and this was the whole plan.
That gave me like chills when I saw it. I was like, "Oh, it was amazing. Make a third one like this," because then they ended it on like a super cliffhanger too. Because that was so cool. Man, they don't like. I don't even feel like you can get that kind of excitement out of a movie anymore because everyone shares and leaks everything.
Yeah. But I still am holding out hope that we can get something.
Gosh, it made me think about that, man. That excited me as a kid when that thing happened. And I was like, "Holy shit, there's gonna be a 3."
Yeah, there can be no more Blair Witch moments. You know,
I know.
Everything's spoiled by the internet.
3 was garbage.
I mean, do you remember Blair Witch? People literally thought it was a real movie for a pretty significant period of time.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Like it was a real story.
The internet was around when Blair Witch, but it was nothing like it is now with all the Facebook and social media. So being the nerd I am, I found some like message boards where people were chatting about it. So I knew the whole deal. So after the movie, you know, the lights come on. They're like, "Oh, what happened to these people?" And I was the one spoiling it, going, "You know, it was a scripted film, you know." And so,
you're that guy. You're that guy.
I was in film school when that movie came out, and I lived in LA, and we all went to see it together as like students, and we were like, we went out for like pizza after, and we were like, "Oh my gosh, that real movie is so crazy!" Like we thought it was real, and then soon after, I think it was like our professor or something. He's like, "Nah, dude, that was all like fake." I'm like, "No."
But that's the magic of it. It worked. It got you excited. It pulled you
filmed
into it.
Mostly in Orlando. That was UCF, University of Central Florida. I lived in Orlando at the time, and the makers of that machine were film students at UCF.
Yeah, and then they shoot it for like 10 grand, and then made like $1 million bucks.
Yeah, they shot it for nothing.
Well, and remember, like all the cameras, there was no there was no video stabilization, so it added to that like effect that this could be real because this is really some dude with a camcorder or whatever. That was cool, man. That was a cool moment. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna get those anymore. I know we have to wrap up. Can I show my product real quick?
Yeah, let's do. This is a segment, ladies and gentlemen, of occasionally we show. It's our product showcase, and this is the Rodecaster Duo.
Yeah. Oh, is this new?
It's just the 2-person. It's just the 2 mic one. Shit, I don't know if I can lift it up without knocking I can't lift it up. It's white. I got the white one.
Are you using it right now?
Using it right now.
But you also have the other one.
Pro. Yeah, the reason why I got this, I put one on my rig, on my camera, on my rig for streaming, because now I can really control things a lot better. I had a mixer. I had like a little, it was a smaller mixer. I can't remember the brand. It was like a tiny one. But this gives me so much more power. Now I have my theme music like programmed onto one of the pads. It's helping a lot. So it's cool because it's a smaller footprint.
George Gomez should buy. It's not expensive.
Dude, all he'd need is this and the headset you're wearing, and he'd sound great. That's it.
That's
all you need.
Well,
and everyone at Stern could use
Ralph. Everyone.
Yeah, so that's my thing.
Rob Burke when he does his 80th podcast.
Yeah, I'm using a Rodecaster Pro 2 right now, and when I was shopping for stuff like that for years, Rachel and I, when we were streaming or doing our podcast, we just used an interface because I looked at a lot of videos were like, "Oh, the Rodecaster too complicated." It is not.
No,
setting up everything, it walks you through it.
The Wizard is good on it. If you don't know anything, the Wizard will set you up.
It's dummy proof. Yeah.
You know, there's a friend of mine does a businesswoman's podcast and not pinball related. And they came to me and these 2 ladies said, "What do I need?" the first thing I said was the Rodecaster, and then these Audio Technicas for them.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, I said they're stupid proof. You walk around, you do this, it doesn't even matter, and you sound really good. So, yeah, there you go. Did you also see that Rodecaster? That Rode now has a. They're trying to go up against the YOLO box. Did you see that?
No.
Oh, really?
So they have a new thing, but it doesn't have a screen on it.
Oh, yes. I know what you're talking
So what do
about.
you use? A phone or an iPad?
It's broadcasting.
No, so like Cale,
hardware.
So let's say Cale got rid of his Mac.
Yeah.
He could buy this new Rodecaster, all right? And then the HDMI out would go into his big screen that he has. And then
you just
all
have a
the
keyboard,
inputs,
mouse, or something.
You just have a keyboard and mouse attached to it. So there's no
That's pretty cool.
screen, but it has all the HDMI inputs that a YOLO box would have.
Yeah.
And
it has sliders. It's a portable television studio.
Exactly
it is
what
pricey. It's $1,000.
It's
That's
$1,000
cheaper than the YOLO box.
yeah,
though. The YOLO
but
box is
I'd
like
still go
$2,000.
YOLO.
So
Yeah.
I'm liking the YOLO box a lot. We can talk about that maybe another time, but I do really like the YOLO box, especially the extreme one. Now I can stream 4K, no problem. It looks beautiful. You could zoom into the play field. You see it all in great like 4K detail.
No,
it's pretty cool.
I absolutely love it. All right, Cale, what is your product, sir?
My product, I'm wearing them right now, and it is the Meta glasses, the Ray-Ban glasses.
Have you seen him do this, Ralph?
I have a pair of them. I love them.
They're
I don't
so
use them
great.
enough though.
Yeah.
He showed me live when we were at the back.
It's badass, right?
It is so cool. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm geeking on them because they're really cool.
Yeah, they're so cool. And if you just buy them off the shelf without prescription lenses, I think they're like $300. Of course, I got the prescription lenses in there. But it is so cool to be able to, and I've been using them a lot to show people what it's like to run an arcade, like me going around collecting.
Oh, you're doing
tokens.
that on your, those reels are coming from those. Those are cool.
Right.
When you're like emptying the coin boxes and stuff from certain games. That's cool.
That's so cool.
And that's very cool. And also playing pinball, you can make very cool clips of, I use them when I'm playing a tournament. And so it is very cool. And I think it's a great tool to show people how cool it is, because the view you get when you're playing pinball, like when you nudge the machine, there's a slight shake, right? And so it really brings the viewer into the feeling of what it's like to play pinball. And so I've been using it a lot. It's a lot of fun. It's great for social media stuff. Big plus. Check them out.
That is really
and they just released new ones too. That like, did you see that where you can see
has a display, right?
It has a display inside or something.
That's
right?
the one I want.
Yeah, I don't know what those are like, but what's also cool is you can listen to music and podcasts. I don't keep them on all the time because the battery life's not that great, because there's a battery somewhere in this thing. So I keep them off most of the time unless I'm using them. But if you keep it on and keep the AI stuff on, it's kind of creepy. You can just go, "Hey Meta, what am I looking at?" And it will tell you. So I was at Rachel and I were searching stuff for mocktails to get a mocktail menu going on at the Electric Bat. Look at Ralph. This look great.
Oh, mine are reflective though. You must have something different in yours. Mine.
I bought the super expensive lenses.
I think mine are too big for my face though. I kind of look.
I'm rocking Warby Parker.
I went with the smaller ones.
I think I need to get the smaller ones because I think these are too big for my face.
Yeah.
But
anyhow, Rachel and I went to the liquor store to look up. They have these mocktail liquors, and to get a mocktail program going on at the Bat Bar. And, I'm just like, "Hey, Meta, what am I looking at?" And it tells you. And I was like, "Give me a list of recipes I can use making these." It's amazing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And the list shows up on your phone?
Yeah. Yeah, there's an app. There's a Meta AI app that you use.
This is fantastic. I can't wait for Apple.
I feel like, Jamie, you'd use this a lot, I think, for like...
Really?
Content. Yeah, because you do a lot more of the Instagram stuff. I feel like for Instagram, it's pretty cool. And because you can stream directly to Instagram with them, which is cool too.
Yes. Okay. There's a couple of downsides. The battery life is not that great. With the new model that just came out like last week, it doubles the battery life and gives you a higher definition camera. If you can find I think these are second generation or something like that. If you can find these at a discount, they're great too. You can see my videos on Instagram and Facebook. But you do have to think about the battery life on these bad boys. And also it only lets you record, I think, a 5-minute clip. Do you know, Ralph? It is limited,
but I can't remember now. I want to say you're right on 5, but I can't remember.
Or it might be 3, but you can stream on Instagram or Facebook until the battery dies.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, they're cool as hell.
Thank you.
I didn't know you were using them. I thought like a lot of those clips you're doing them with a camera, but that's cool that you're doing those. They look good.
Yeah. It's like a video game. You're seeing my view of what I'm doing.
It's almost like VR arcade or something. It's like
I'm
like
in your
eyes.
Out on it when I was up there a couple of weeks ago, and it is pretty badass. It's a really cool technology. So there you go, Meta. Way to go. I don't have anything, boys. I didn't know I was supposed to do one.
Yeah, but before we go on to you, I did want to say, people that are like creeped out by these, whenever somebody's recording, there is a light flashing, so
Yeah, and you can't cover it because it knows that you covered the light. There's like a sensor there.
So you can't there's no like sneaky, I'm gonna catch this person saying something screwed up,
Okay.
Yeah,
that's good.
Now I'm gonna use these more. You kind of inspired me. I got to use them more because there's probably some cool little clips I could make in my garage with some of the games I have with them. I got to do more of that
for sure. Or just put them on while you're playing pinball. Make some clips,
dude. The guy's an expert. He lives 45 minutes away from you. Use this guy right here. Okay. He knows what
I'm
he's
excited
doing.
about Sunday, man. I gotta remember to change my flight. I am absolutely changing that flight because it's done.
Yeah.
The event's done on Sundays. I gotta check this out, this Predator thing. And I think it'll be cool to see everyone else's reaction too. Everyone gets it's such a cool environment there because everyone genuinely like loves pinball, so it's cool to see their reaction to a game.
Yeah,
I don't have a product, boys, so we'll just move on. But I did want to give a quick shout out again to the boys at Eureka. I was talking to John the other day, and they have a very similar dynamic to Rachel and Cale, where his partner Taylor is very similar to Rachel, where they just go and fix everything, right? They just are unbelievable. They just have the uncanny ability to fix things, right? And John doesn't fix. He fixes things, but not to the ability of you and Rachel and Taylor. But what he is doing is really, John is doing is what you do, Cale. And it is, which you especially did when you started the bat, was you see someone playing, you walk up to them, and you talk to them about pinball, okay? And then you start getting them for Tuesday night. Now, you don't need to do that anymore. You got 100+ people on Tuesday night, okay?
I still do it. I still do it, though.
I think that is such a phenomenal thing in our community when you have that person who loves this community so goddamn much that they go up to random strangers and they say, you've got to come to the bat on Tuesday because it's unlike anything you've ever seen. You got to come to League on Wednesdays at Eureka Heights because here's what we're going to do. So Eureka is in the process of emulating or stealing, whichever one you want, of a lot of things that you're doing, Cale. So I just wanted to give you a quick shout out, man, because you guys are just fucking killing it. And I think anyone that doesn't listen to the Electric Bat, they're giving you all this free information on how to start an arcade and how not only to start an arcade. Let's say you have an arcade that might be not doing as well. Start doing what these guys are doing, man. I'm telling you, if you build it, they will come. And if you build it the right way, it's going to be lifelong. And that's what I love about this fucking community so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Cale, I don't know if you'll remember his name, and I always get it wrong. I know his name because I know him. His name's Andrew, but he's always on your guys'. He always has questions for the mailbag thing, and it's like New Mexico Retro Gamer, maybe. He's started routing games like through the knowledge that you guys gave him, and he's actually like doing pretty well with it. It's small right now, but he's like great. So excited about it. So
no, that still blows me away when, the whole thing was just a series of happy accidents. And to find out, we've been doing this podcast for long enough now that it's built some traction. And we're hearing from people all over the world that are starting to operate because of us. And
That's
it is
cool.
That just blows our mind. That makes us
so
very
awesome,
happy because,
dude.
well, that was our
Congrats.
mission. That was our mission from the get-go. But to hear that it's actually happening, I mean, there are guys in Europe who are now in little
routing machines
villages
because of you.
And bringing pinball to places that might not have had it, So that's pretty cool.
That is wild.
It's so great. Congratulations on that. And of course, Cale has multiple podcasts now, so you can't anywhere you
He's
turn.
on so many podcasts where you can't even link them all in the.
We can't even get him on ours.
So tell me something. How do you consume Pin Pals? Do you listen or do you watch?
Okay,
because I know
I do both personally, but
I listen, and it's a mistake. Okay, because what happened is I go on these hour-long walks, and if Pin Pal's available, it's my first go-to. No shit. I mean, it really is. I fucking love it. And it takes away from the walk because I can't see what he's writing on the screen. So I've stopped using, on my 3.5-mile walk, stopped listening. And I've now, at night, when I'm just chilling and Janine goes to bed, I watch Pin Pals with Serge. Now 1.5 speed though. I'm still a 1.5 speeder.
Yeah.
What do
I was
you,
just wondering because
how do you do?
What's that?
When you listen to a podcast or watch it? Do you speed it up or normal speed?
Oh, I have to do normal speed. I don't like it because I want to hear somebody's real voice, and even if it takes a while for them to get it out, I don't care. I've got
1.5. I sound great on 1.5. I can't listen to myself on normal, but at 1.5, I fucking sound great.
Well, and I was just asking because Serge does a lot of demonstrations on the video. Yeah.
I
He
was
really does.
listening, but then when I realized that, I was kind of doing both, and I realized, oh wow, I get a lot more out of it if I watched it. So I do tend to watch them usually, but if I'm walking or something, then it's audio only. But
well, I know this sounds like an infomercial for Cale. It's not. He's just great. He's doing some great things, and just keep it going, brother. We really appreciate it. And this will be my second expo. I'm totally excited. Last year, it was a little annoying walking. I was their third wheel. Okay, it's fair. I globbed onto their asses pretty quickly. And the amount of people that stop them, it's uncomfortable for me. And there's this funny little story. I'm going to leave it with this, right? We walked through, and I'm third wheel, just hanging out with Rachel and Cale. And somebody comes up to them and wants to take their picture. And so I go, hey, give me the phone. I'll take your picture. Okay. The first thing I did was turn around and did the picture of myself. Did I tell the story already? But anyway, the first thing I did, I go, are you ready? And I flipped it and I took a picture of myself smiling, just like, hey, right?
that's awesome.
And then I took a picture of Rachel and Cale. 6 months go by. I totally forget that I even did that. And I get an IM from the dude who was going through his picture, and he said, did you do this?
That is awesome.
You want to know the funniest part is that was MN Retro Gamer.
No
Ralph
way.
Ralph was just talking about.
So that's Andrew.
That's MN
you'll meet him. He hangs out with us at Expo all the time. Like Andrew's part of the little crew that I usually hang out with. So
I didn't even know
meet him.
it was Andrew. I just did it because I'm a wise ass and I thought it was funny to me because nobody
That was
knows
very
who I
funny.
am. So I thought it was just, let me just take pictures of that. But gents, I can't wait. 2 weeks away, Expo. We're going to nail it. I'm only there 2 days. It doesn't matter. We're going to make the best of it. And you guys are going to have a hell of an Expo. If you're not going to Expo, go, right? I'm trying to get Ralph to go to Houston Arcade. Can we spend 1 minute on the Houston Arcade real quick?
Okay, Kim's going to kill me in
Absolutely.
like 60 seconds, but yeah.
1 minute. 1 minute. I heard Cale and Rachel tell me that was one of their favorite shows when they worked at Marco. Am I right on that?
Rachel actually never went. I did.
Oh, okay.
And I did it. Yeah, I've been twice. I've worked that show twice. There is no other show even close to the Houston Arcade Expo.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, he's absolutely right. Ian Jacoby did an entire article on Nudge with it. It is in November. You can still get tickets at HoustonArcadeExpo.com. It is absolutely my favorite show. I'm not even streaming. I am not streaming a thing. I'm not streaming the Space City Open. All I'm doing is partying and hanging out with my friends at the Houston Arcade Expo. Okay.
So
I can't be more excited.
November 14th, 15th, and 16th.
There you go. Last year, Wang Chung. This year, to be determined.
We might come because Rachel's never seen it, and the reason this show is so different. Keith Christensen started this show, and it did not start as like some type of arcade show. It started as his birthday, and
oh wow,
no, he did.
And it still has that feel. It is a giant party where like Expo's more like an industry convention.
Yes.
This is a gigantic party with entertainment, and that's the focus is the party. It's not the games. It's hanging out with people.
Yeah.
And,
okay, that sounds
and
cool.
listening to music and listening to live
as
music.
many pinball games as you want, and his collection is fantastic as well. Okay, but it's live music, DJ. Scott Denisi's coming this year, as I heard, and he's going to DJ. Tim Kitzrow goes and he gets up there and does his
He's on fire.
He does all his shit, and it's fantastic. It's a really great show. I hope you go.
Dude,
I would love
it's a
for you guys to
VIP.
go.
What's the VIP chill room with free drinks and snacks? What's that?
There's a VIP.
They have a VIP chill room.
So but every time I go in there, those fuckers eat all the snacks. There's nothing left for me, and there's never any Diet Cokes in there. So come on, Keith, help me out. All right, this year, let's go.
Yeah,
I just gave you a good plug, dude. I don't even need a media pass. I just want to go.
I'll take one.
Yeah, we'll get the three of them to get some media passes. But all right, boys, 2 hours. Thank you so much. I can't wait to hang with you in 2 weeks. It's going to be an absolute blast. And anything else you want to plug? Anything?
No, come to the Electric Bat Arcade and play with us.
Absolutely. Boys,
thanks, everybody.
God bless you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, everyone. Really appreciate you. We'll see you live on the floor. Place to be determined in less than 2 weeks. Bye.
Right. Thanks for joining us.
Stop.